project is called Mekong River Project. The project brings 50 youth together from Laos, Myanmar and Thailand. If you look at it deeper, our focus is on Chiang Tung in Myanmar, Luang Prabang in Laos and Chiang Rai, Chiang Mai in Thailand. So the Mekong River Project is to initiate communication, collaboration and getting the youth to start thinking about issues that will make a difference in our generation. Let me ask you a question. Who is the owner of the Mekong River? Is there an owner for the Mekong River? Does any country today that actually use the Mekong River for their development take responsibility to ensure that the development that takes place is sustainable?
And while I was there, they were building the Thailand problem. You know, you may get 1 or 2 or 3 good projects, but in addition to the actual projects that come out of it, I think part of the success is people learning about the process. So what they're doing today is kind of talking about how you approach a community development project, how you have a community-centered approach. And I think that having the youth learn that approach, whether their project is a success or not, it's valuable in and of itself.
You'll notice that all your t-shirts have YCD.
The idea behind operational or working definition is that probably you see me there among the pop idol.
Well, it is ambitious in that I think they're looking for the youth to come up with ideas for ecotourism projects and maybe come together as an ecotourism network. But I think that since they worked so hard to identify the right participants, that they've really got people who have the potential to make that happen.
We have to think first, what is ecotourism? Ecotourism is about conserving, right? Conserving biodiversity and protecting natural ecosystems. So if you are not able to conserve biodiversity or protect natural ecosystem, everything collapses.
Mekong River is a great destination for ecotourism, okay? Because it's a place where we can generate income to the local community in order to attract the foreign visitors to visit. Many foreigners and visitors, they would like to visit like Southeast Asia, like Laos, Thailand, Cambodia and Vietnam. So they would like to see like a natural view.
So communities living in and around the Mekong River should be taking care of the environment, should be given assistance to take care of the environment. Otherwise, it's not only the communities themselves that be impacted, but every other aspect of the human life beyond the river.
Basically, people could now settle down in the next few thousand years in 15,000, not only entrepreneurs but also traders and businessmen and explorers who have played a huge role.
But then in the evening they had the dinner host for us, and they came this. You have a Mekong river bank. It's the same. Nothing special. Next, please.
You cannot send over your friends. Directly and indirectly influence to your project. Positively.
So the Mekong River communities are at the front line. They're the ones that's going to feel the impact first, but otherwise everybody else will be suffering. So water is life.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down.
How to editing video, how to short film, how to write stories. So many people come to see me and ask me,
Where I'm from, I studied international politics and Asian studies. So I did 2 bachelor degrees.
Is important, but this one is important too.
Sticks and stones will all fall down, fall down, fall down. Sticks and stones will all fall down. My fair lady.
To the point. You make 3 circles.
Character of that partner.
You have to show us a valid policy. And you have to talk to us to complain with our people. We have the grit.
The money that you get every month at your salary is for the tax from us.
After that, we will give the job to them because we didn't break them to how can I say, to live free or like.
We have planned to build a better city or happy living standard life.
We are the farmers and our farmer bubble is want to fund in all weather conditions.
You should think about as an NGO because and then what kind of an NGO do you?
After you hear from like private company, from tour agency, from farmer, fisherman, and NGO, you have to decide. You have to decide, do you want to build a dam or not?
Do you want to? What's the reason? Do you want to do it or not, or just decide it?
But we have the dam and they also many fish there. This is the reason.
Okay, 10 seconds, please conclude.
That we all share the same the same river, and there's a community beside the river, and we all live together. So if we can conserve Mekong River, it not only affects the rural community, which is the people from 3 countries. It can only affect the urban people, because if the rural community improves, the urban community can get the benefits from the development.
We can say Mekong River is natural resources. That is the main part for the Lao people.
I think no matter where you live, you have to concern this because it's affect to every life in this country. We consume the product, the fishery product from Mekong in almost every day, and like the trading area in water is important for countries because they gain a lot of money. We export and import a lot of product from this. So without this river, we cannot do this kind of thing.
It still provides jobs to many, many local communities along the banks. It is a source of not just cultural heritage, but a source of displaying what keeps the bonds in our community. The festivals that we celebrate throughout the year, the boat races on the Mekong River, the activities, the outdoor activity of going camping with families, fishing with families and friends. It's these little things that defines our lifestyle. The Mekong River influences us in more ways than we can imagine.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you.
You talk to yourself and nothing happens. And if you got friends from Myanmar, from Laos, from Thai, and you talk together, you plan something to establish something to your society, to your region.
That youths are very important resources, like to make a positive change to a community.
Because as we know, some people around the Mekong River has affected by the dam, something like that. So of course, they would like to find the best way in order to find the solution, how to keep the environment to be like the same as before. This is the key point and important thing. So they would like to have, or they would like to get the help from another.
And asking questions and getting feedback, I think, is a great resource that, maybe in a small town somewhere you may not realize you have access to it, but through the power of things like social media, it's there. So I would say, use the resources and the partnerships that you can identify.
From nature, we are just one being in this whole entity that we call nature. But we should not be behaving as we are behaving now. That is, nature is here, we are here. That's apart from. So we should bring us back to be a part of nature, which is more realistic.
All you need to do is start something in a small way, in your own time, and make sure that it's feasible, viable, sustainable, and that the outcome of what you do is to promote the conservation of the Mekong River.
So the river serves us. We also need to serve it. Like we need to take care of it.
The youth can make change, and with it,